Hey folks, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Web Summit, starting with Pavilion 3 here. I'm using the Pixel for video recording since it is super stable. So the startups are scattered throughout. There are some alpha startups which are very early stage, some beta startups, and some what they call start. You can see alpha up here. And the start ones are kind of like well on their way. This is pretty cool. You can see some of the betas over here. And the remarkably fast autofocus of the Pixel. So now, this is a lot like Mobile World Congress in the sense that there are 4 halls separated by kind of this empty space where you can get food. And the first hall I skipped because its registration is not very exciting. But let's move on to Pavilion 2. And there you have Pavilion 2. Alright. This might be a little busier. That's where the Facebook booth is, amongst others.
Let's go then.
And here you go. More of those alpha booths over there. Education and travel. Mentor space so you can learn things. And with the other side here is actually some stuff that I was very excited about, because it's IoT and wearables and hardware in general, and AI and gaming. It's all back there. So let us continue along. So this is day 3 and it's still hopping, as you can see. And this is my biggest gripe with the Web Summit this year, is that yes, it's in Lisbon and Lisbon is fantastic. Not that Dublin isn't, but you know, the weather's nicer here. People are friendlier and warmer, I think, although the Irish are pretty friendly. But more importantly, they have more space, which is desperately needed. But that means that it's not quite as intimate as it used to be, and a little harder to network and to create that kind of serendipitous relationship. Here's a Facebook booth. And so it feels quite different, and not just because we're in a different city. Anyway, here is another one of these spaces with food in between 2 of the pavilions. We're now leaving Pavilion 2 and heading to Pavilion 1. And again, as you can see here, more vendors. Even an IT store, in case you forgot your monitor back there. I mean, as usual, Web Summit is super well organized. My only gripe, I think, is here is that you have to enter through Pavilion 4, which is basically registration. It's the only way you can get in. And then you have to kind of walk back towards the media village. And that means quite the workout, because the train station is towards the media village. We're now in Pavilion 1. It's a little quiet in here today. Atlassian booth here. And just in case you're wondering, the Pixel's doing really well with stabilization, as you can see. I am recording at 1080p just to save a bit of bandwidth. I don't think you need 4K for this. So this looks actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check that out later. And we're almost done with Pavilion 1, and I will show you the arena where a lot of the big talks are taking place. And that will complete our tour. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope this is informative and exciting. Maybe not exciting, but you know, I'm a big believer that those of us who have access to cool places like the Web Summit should share. And this is certainly a share-worthy kind of thing. So now you get a quick tour and you can see what it's like. So now we're at the end of Pavilion 1 and basically the end of the FIRA, which is the big convention center. And you can see like an atrium here, beautifully designed. This is a very, very modern part of Portugal, modern part of the city of Lisbon. Lots of food trucks and vendors over here for lots of yumminess. Look at these camera crews doing their jobs and collisions. Look at that. All these yummy food booths. And now we're gonna head towards the arena. There is a BMW booth here. They are letting you test drive the i3 electric car, which, as you know, I've done that a while ago, a few times now actually. The first time at CS a couple of years back. So, as you can see, it's a beautiful day in Lisbon. And this here is the arena. And it's basically where the main stage is and the media village is behind it. I'm gonna take you there now. So this is gonna seem a little more claustrophobic for a minute while we go down some stairs, but then we'll see the speaking stage area and you'll be able to get a feel for that. I am walking right now and this image is rock solid. This is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I have to go through the security gauntlet here, so let's see how that works out. Ooh, they've got it roped off today. It's a little more hamster-like experience, more corralled than ever. We've got a traffic jam. I'm going to show you the arena while we have a traffic jam, because it's boring otherwise. So, there's a cool view for you, nicely stabilized with the Pixel. Really, this is changing video recording for me as a journalist. This Pixel. I don't even want to pull out my DSLR right now because it's just so heavy. Holding this up is just so much easier. So here we go. We're gonna enter this little hamster-like corral. Well, it's more like stairs. And so it's gonna take us all the way into the arena and the main stage. As you can see, I'm going down some stairs right now. And we're pretty steady. So, here we go. Yes, this is actually a stadium, so in case you're wondering, arena, yeah, absolutely. Totally a real arena. And I'm gonna leave you here. I hope you enjoyed this tour. And welcome to Lisbon and the Web Summit.
It didn't last very long. The weather drove them away. It's a story for another day. So directly to my left is Teresa Gao, who has appeared repeatedly at the very top of the Midas list, which ranks the world's very, very best investors. If you have any questions for her, I'm sure you can reach out to her on the app and message her. I'm sure you've had no messages so far from anybody whatsoever. Beside Teresa Gao is Steve Anderson, who's ranked number 2 on the Midas list.